Like, so I called him out on that because I donated for that. I donated that for the
Dude, I donated
right?
$1,000 to that shit, and I charged back. I'm not gonna lie, that was some bull.
For his lawsuit and didn't help anyone. What? What are you doing? You have money. What are you saying? So we called him out on that. He wouldn't give us any straight answers on why the fund had no money. And then on top of that, it wasn't just the fund that raised the money, which is like, I don't know, it was like 200,000. Like, I'm guessing, I don't know, it was something around there. Could be wrong on the exact number. But on top of it,
Rob and his media have posted something going over copyright abuse, and I don't want to spoil the names in here. I want to start probably... Hey guys, we've ended our H3H3 thing, and we're going to learn about the history of copyright abuse. So anyways, guys, the first YouTuber we're going to be learning about from Rob's media, because I don't like to watch his whole videos on stream, I'd like to promote his channel as best I can, is the H3H3 Soflo Antonio lawsuit. The FUPA fund, which, by the way... Even when I hated Ethan, all right? I want credit. I want credit right now from all you motherfuckers because I was right, all right? Turkey Tom H3. I was always fair, all right? You might not have agreed with me. I was always fair, dude.
He talked about the FUPA fund. Now let me give you some backstory. Like,
how about you look at the fucking FUPA fund? When has that been active? It's sitting there with $0 in the fund, and he ain't doing shit with it. It wasn't even active at all.
Nicholas, FUPA great again.
Yes, FUPA, the Fair Use Protection Act, the silver bullet of all H3 conspiracies. One shot, and the H3 fan is no more.
Where is the money?
I just want to go on record and say that H3H3 and this podcast can pound some serious sand.
Where did the money go? Where'd the money? You won the lawsuit. Where'd the money go?
The Fair Use Protection account was created by Ethan on May 26, 2016, following the community response around H3H3's impending lawsuit. The $170,000 raised was to be placed in an account with Morrison Lee and used not only for Ethan's legal fees, but also to aid the fight against copyright abuse in the community through FUPA. This was an incredibly selfless venture that was met with universal praise from the community. Okay, and we know what FUPA was. You understand what FUPA was. Now let's go to the stats. Let's get the stats.
And even now,
big or small, basically 28th, 2016. FUPA was made.
This is like a new chapter for fair use on YouTube.
Once again, FUPA was announced on May 26, 2016. FUPA began helping people on May 28, 2016. FUPA was finalizing their status as a non-profit on June 15, 2016. And FUPA became inactive September 21st, 2016. So naturally, many people found it disappointing that the fund was depleted and the account became inactive in just 4 months. One of these people was actually Some Ordinary Gamers.
How about you look at the fucking FUPA fund? When has that shit been active?
Remember when we went after Mudahar and defended Ethan in 2020? Oh, most people don't remember that.
It's sitting there with $0 in the fund, and he ain't doing shit with it. It wasn't even active at all. Yes, a fund designed to help YouTubers fight fair use issues. I guess it's not here anymore. I guess it's not functioning. Hey, shit, we forgot about it. It was great when it financed and served us.
Muda asks why the fund was inactive and why Ethan let it sit dead with $0 in the fund. Ethan responded to a question Muda essentially didn't ask and instead went on a rant explaining why the fund was depleted in the first place. This is really where I have to split the FUPA argument.
Well, I'm glad I actually have the opportunity to talk about FUPA because I see it being raised more and more about what a greedy scumbag I really am. So let me take you back on a little story time to explain once and for all, for Mudahar and everyone, what really is FUPA. Yes, we are being sued for copyright infringement, and it's been hanging over our lives like a cloud these past months.
How much of this clip do I play? Because I think I just go straight into numbers soon. Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole clip here. Klein pocketed the money abuse. There are people who want to know what happened to FUPA as that fund to fight copyright abuse. And then there are the people who think Ethan Klein pocketed the money and committed fraud. One of these arguments are not like the other. YouTube conspiracy theorists have thought of everything, from Ethan just pocketing the money to them using $170,000 raised to purchase their $9 million mansion. The numbers just don't add up. There's been a swarm of misinformation surrounding what happened to the FUPA fund, and despite what Ethan may say, it's not easy to get the details.
On top of all of that, This information is so easy to find. I've talked about it so many times that anyone who even cared a little bit to look would have no trouble finding this information.
From what I've been able to find, this topic has not been addressed in a clear manner at all, with the best explanation buried under a reply tweet all the way back in 2017. Funny enough, even 3 years ago, Ethan was just as smug about the same question, implying that there was some simple research that could have been done.
Over a year ago, in May of 2016, H3H3 and Gila uploaded a video talking about a new chapter for fair use on YouTube. Many YouTubers donated money to this because, quite frankly, it was just a very, very good.
Okay, so Keem's asking about it. You got it. Boom, boom, boom. His job to do research for you. Some of the information I'm going to use in the following segment also comes from his FUPA announcement and update videos respectively. But even then, I'm comfortable saying that with this information, it's not really readily available to find easily. Get DeFranco, address this, has been like pulling teeth since 2016. The GoFundMe was started by Philip DeFranco rather than Ethan, and it brought in approximately $170,000. Keep in mind, this is before GoFundMe takes their cut and tax. The initial goal was just $15,000 and was raised by increments of $5,000 until it reached, like the Cathles lawsuit, $100,000. In a later video, Ethan would explain that he didn't envision needing more than $100,000, which is likely why FUPA existed in the first place. The GoFundMe clocked in at approximately $120,000 at the time of the FUPA announcement, meaning that the first $120,000 raised was raised by people who literally didn't know FUPA would ever exist. Ethan claims that more than $15,000 of his own money went to the lawsuit. However, it's unclear at this time if that number includes the initial $5,000 he donated to the GoFundMe for FUPA. On February 15th, 2017, Ethan showed a bill for just the first month of legal fees that totaled approximately $54,000. He also claims that the final value they received from the initial GoFundMe was $150,000. In this, he talks about how he had to switch attorneys and that Ryan Morrison, the video game attorney who was running the FUPA escrow account alongside Ethan, was now no longer involved in the situation at all.
Hopefully I'll find out this month if I'll be in financial ruin for the rest of my life or not.
Yeah.
And even if you win, we are still in financial ruin because, first of all, well,
I can't believe people accuse him of fraud, and this, like, it really, you could find this stuff if you even looked for it. It was just easier to say it. I don't think it was readily available, but
probably another $50,000 of our own money to defend this lawsuit.
One more thing to mention is that FUPA apparently did help a few creators with some of the money raised in the 4 months it was active, but they realized that if they didn't stop helping the community, they wouldn't have had the money to finish their own. It's obvious, like, Ethan did not know how much a lawsuit cost at this point in his life. He had absolutely no fucking idea. He thought, oh, I've made so much money, I can save the community, not realizing that it would literally all go to the lawsuit, and then he'd need to pay more out of pocket. Lawsuit, which the money was raised for in the first place. I mean, it's in the fine print. The lawsuit, of course, went on to set a legal precedent on fair use that benefited the entire platform. So to say that's a selfish gesture would probably be wrong. So where did the money go? Well, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that it went to where it was always supposed to go. The $170,000 became $150,000 after the fees, which then went on to help a few more people and lowered it a bit more until Ethan realized that the video game attorney wasn't working out, notably after a $50,000 bill, and the rest went to the fucking lawsuit. When asked, another lawyer named Nick Ricada basically confirmed that this isn't some maybe we don't use him as a source
outlandish
theory. But wait a minute. 150K would be the average week for him in Coke bullets found in the couch.
What about the Payday 2 DLC?
Klein is a liar! He's a liar, you liar! That's not the truth. You didn't spend $15,000 of your own money, and in the video he uploaded yesterday, again, he said, I spent my own money on this lot. That's just not true. And I'll tell you why.
The lie detector test determined, no, it was true. He did that.
It's not true. Because, like,
I know, people always called me, like, Keemstar mind raped or whatever, especially during this time period, and I literally went and made the Ethan Klein video and was like, Keem is wrong, by the way.
Years ago, there was this really popular game called Payday 2, and the creators of Payday 2 basically came out.
It's like, I've never been, like, malicious. I just didn't agree with you.
Said, look, we're gonna do an H3H3 DLC pack. We're gonna sell it for $5, and all the money we make, we're gonna give to H3H3 for the lawsuit.
If H3 used the proceeds from their video game DLC on the lawsuit,
Nicholas,
that is in fact their
goat.
own money.
Now, guys, okay, Payday 2 is out on, let's see, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Xbox 360.
Like, why would you post this? The DLC was only ever on Steam. You cannot buy this on console. It was literally only on Steam.
Switch, Steam, Windows PC, this game is everywhere. The amount of money that had to have been made, if I were to guess, is at least $1 million.
Okay, so the estimate is they made $1 million off of a $4.99 DLC to Payday 2. $1 million! $1 million! Okay, fuck, that's ridiculous. Are you joking? First of all, this DLC released as a Steam exclusive and got a grand total of 555 reviews on Steam at the time of recording. The original game released way back in 2013, and this DLC didn't release until November of 2017, which was notably a few months after the game's Ultimate Edition released with all downloadable content already present. This pack was designed as the final piece of content for the game, which eventually they would release more, but that wasn't known at the time. The fact that someone thinks this DLC made $1 million is absolutely absurd. So if that's the FUPA argument that you yourself are trying to make, that Ethan pocketed the money and stole from the community, I'd say you're absolutely fucking crazy. But that wasn't Muda's argument. Ethan ignored the majority of what Muda was trying to say and went on a different rant entirely. With people like myself, Muda... Okay, but yeah. So I don't know, I put like, there's a huge chunk of this video is just directly addressing the fucking lies about the FUPA fund that literally Keemstar was promoting. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a whole deviation. Most people don't remember that happened, so I just wanted to point that out. The Nick sounds young in that one. I'm pretty sure that's Blue Yeti me, or it's not understand. I mean, my voice changed like significantly twice. One, when I went from Blue Yeti to what's it called? Shure SM7B, and then again when I changed the mix amp to this Elgato thing that has better like I don't know. It just makes it louder, so it's not dragging. It's higher quality because it's not just making me artificially loud. But again, like I was I was like 22 in that video. That was not a puberty thing. Also, the video voice is a little different, so I don't know.
Antonio, also known as Antonio Livano, is a content creator known for... Wait,
Nicholas,
can you even call this guy a creator? Soflo is...
Dude, do you remember Soflo Antonio? Bro, this guy is fucking old YouTube to a T. Holy shit, dude. Soflo stole the show.
Posting other people's content and getting the credit for it. Most of his prank videos are made by other...
Dude, he was like the first Twitch streamer, but he wasn't live.
...other people. While this is scummy...
Ethan Bradbury, yeah.
Soflo claims that he always gets people's permission to post their content. But how true is this?
Yeah, this is definitely me when I watch Nicholas DeOrio. Dude, holy shit, bro.
Ethan Klein and his wife, Ela, of the H3H3 podcast channel would look into Soflo, releasing their first video in April 2015.
But today, we're looking at Soflo Antonio. And a lot of you guys probably have seen his stuff, but maybe don't know who he is. That's because he spams YouTube. He posts shit. He re-uploads people's videos. He literally spams. It
sounds like somebody should make a content cop on this type of content.
This guy, he's probably the worst channel on YouTube.
Ethan points out the absurdity of Soflo's titles, clearly using sex to draw in views
What's
from
the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr.
Dude,
Oreo.
you know what era this is? Do you guys remember the big titty reply girls? You have to be like kind of old to remember that. There used to be a re-feature where you could immediately link your video right below a popular one and as like a reply, like I've responded to your video, and then it would just be like every scarce video would have some woman with like massive fucking tits be like like Drama Alert's newest fucking video every time. That was like a crazy meta that nobody remembers.
Young teens. Not only that, but Ethan shows off how much money Soflo makes off of other people's content, while barely making anything off of his original prank video.
Yeah, dude, it would be a massive fucking segment.
And you know what else is massive?
Videos. And these original videos are possibly the cringiest things I've ever witnessed.
God damn it, where all the bitches at? We'll get them to watch this shit.
What's the name of the guy? The Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo.
You know what's crazy
Mr.
is like,
Oreo.
is this cringier or like less cringy than like, who's the kid who crashed his car because he was like texting? I don't even remember who are like the current generation shitters like this. Jack Doherty. Would you like prime Soflo or Jack Doherty?
Excuse me, how old are you? This man over here, he's like single, doesn't have any girls for tonight. You down?
Bro, she looks 14. What are you doing? You might as well ask her for a cupcake.
Jesus, bro. Hit him with the EDP?
Later that year in November, Ethan would make a video discussing Soflo's Facebook page.
Again, if you guys don't know, this is Rob's Media. Rob's Media makes a couple videos we've reacted to on the channel. I think he's pretty good. Pretty good retrospective content.
Accusing him of freebooting and downright stealing content. What's worse is that he'll attach a clip of him at the beginning to make it seem like his own content. Ethan shows evidence of Soflo not crediting people, and does so himself to the original creators.
It's like the earliest Sniper Wolf drama.
If you're a friend of Soflo, he will give you credit. But if you happen to be a Viner or small YouTuber, this is what will happen.
Bro, a Viner, dude. Holy shit. We're like in the fucking olden days.
Happen to you.
I won't lie. This is definitely me when I'm driving.
That is definitely not you, for the record, Soflo.
Dude, where's the song? I gotta listen to it, bro. I won't lie. This is definitely me. Dude, where is it? Hold on. Is it like Shomo Hoyo? What was that his name? Ethan Bradbury. Dude, where the fuck is this? What is it called? Dude, H3 song, not the da 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 da. Dude, that's not it. Whoever just wrote that in the chat, that's not it. I won't lie. This is definitely me. Yes, dude. Do you remember this? Am I gonna get... Don't ding me for this, Ethan. Bro. Oh, dude, I gotta listen to this real quick.
I won't lie, this is definitely me. Ethan Bradbury, Ethan Bradbury. Humongous what?
I think he took down the fucking Humongous videos, right? I saw like a compilation of those recently.
What, Ethan from H3? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
Well, I'm always triggered. I'm triggered right now. Like the whole.
Condone. God set you up. Condone. God set you up.
Meet our energy needs while reminding environment.
Dude, I remember this Ken Bone shit like it was yesterday, bro. I'm so old. What the fuck?
Hey, y'all. I won't lie, this is definitely me. Joey Salad and Bone.
Dude, Joey Salad sticking his cock in a hot dog and running for Congress. Not Congress. What was he? He was like your district something in New York or whatever. Vote for fucking vote for the penis pill pirate to be your fucking Congress. I don't know.
Humongous what? Humongous what? Hey, y'all. It's your boy Ethan from H3. It was meant to be for us to meet. Be the best.
Oh my god, do you remember when they met fucking DJ Khaled, dude?
Be the best.
Mommy makeout day. I'm gonna find some moms and play.
I don't even remember this video. I remember this quote, but I don't know who that is. Dude, mommy makeout day goes fucking diabolical.
Found 2 Pikachus.
We found this new site.
Yo, it's fucking CSGO Lotto.
Wrong. This is a good, plus a spook, plus a gap, plus a right. The memes. So good. The laugh. You can't divide the memes.
You end up dividing the memes.
One meme, one god, one love.
I won't lie, this is definitely me. DJ Khaled.
Ethan Bradbury. Humongous what?
Rank Invasion, dude. That was his fucking name, bro. Holy shit.
Hey, y'all. It's your boy Ethan from H3. I won't lie, this is definitely me. What do you mind? Bone.
Ethan Bradbury. Humongous what? Joey Salad.
Hey, y'all. It's your boy Ethan from H3.
When did you put that on?
Yo, it's so fucking cool. As I watched all this shit growing up, it's so fucking cool to sit here and like just share this memory with an audience of people who also did that.
All the time.
He has been a really good care.
Holy fuck, dude. That is legend. I had to, dude, the minute I heard him, I had to listen to that fucking song.
Well, I don't know if you...
This is definitely me when I'm driving.
This is definitely me, bro.
Does he think that's him? Because that's not him. Maybe that's the problem. Soflo actually thinks that he made all these videos.
Ethan points out how the Soflo post has over 44 million views, and the original video by Liza Koshy only has 500,000. To verify if Soflo stole this video, Ethan reached out to Liza for comment.
So how did you feel initially when you saw that?
Initially, when I thought copyright, I thought it'd be Matt Haas. This is actually like an off-the-wall example.
Getting a lot of tags.
This went off the board, dude.
And a lot of tags saying like, yo, I've seen your video on Facebook.
Keffel's tweet.
Life used to be so simple.
Keffel's
Dude, life was never simple. We were just oblivious.
So simple.
That's what I realized as I've gotten older is like life was never actually simple. We were just in a position where we didn't have to think about all the difficult shit.
Look, like it's gone viral, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even have a Facebook account. I'm really confused. So somebody sent me the link, and
What's the name
just
of
to see
the
this
guy
who
Keemstar
was
Orbiter?
blowing up my
Nick
video.
Oreo.
At first, I was like,
Mr. Oreo.
Yo, F's in the chat. Pay respects to Total Biscuit. Yeah, true.
yo, this is kind of cool. Like,
Right.
this has a lot of views. I'm not even on Facebook. I didn't even have to try for this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, this dude.
I just joined the stream and got transported to 2013. Yeah, literally.
Nicholas, the GOAT.
Dude, wait, while
Thank you
we're in
for the $5,
2013, holy
my
shit,
man.
buy as much Bitcoin as you can. I'm not a financial advisor, but while we're here, dude, buy as much Bitcoin as possible.
Straight up ripped off my content. Like, had I had
Yeah.
a Facebook page and had I posted it,
You buy.
that would have been, those would have been my views. I would have been recognized. And he didn't even have me. So I just thought it was actually insane how this guy ripped my video.
Dude, and Smaggle's not even watching the stream, and he types refresh into the chat because he thinks the stream went down. Wow, fuck you, Smaggle. We're paying F for respects, you fucking dick.
And then tries to include himself almost in the car with me.
Did you ever make any attempt to have it removed? Did you ever make any attempt to contact
Dude, he saw F's and thought the stream went down.
Facebook to like resolve it or anything like that?
I never did anything about it. One, I don't have a Facebook page. And two, like,
refresh your mind.
A lot of content of mine online, because I'm a creator myself, is ripped off and is not credited. And I've gotten kind of used to it, which sucks because as a creator,
it's crazy to see like a YouTube interview conducted on like a shittiest webcam you've ever seen in your entire life. But this was like the norm.
I definitely want
This is before the technologies.
to be, acknowledged for my work.
Yeah.
To combat this, Ethan created a parody page.
Invested AMC. Did AMC make a lot of money? Was that a thing that happened?
Oreo.
Guys, we're transporting right before Saturday Night Live. Buy all in on Doge.
On Facebook called Soflo Bro, where he'd repost Soflo shitty prank videos and add his own custom intro.
This is how I feel when I rip off a Soflo Antonio video and put my own intro before it. What are the chances? I can't believe it.
It's clearly a shitpost meant to satirize Soflo's laziness, while somehow managing to be transformative. Soflo didn't see it this way, deciding to take action by taking
Soflo struck Ethan? I don't even remember this.
down Soflo Bro. Ethan didn't get notified of this at all by Facebook, not even getting the option to appeal. Many in Ethan's community found out that their Facebook pages had liked Soflo's, despite not even interacting with him on there. This was seen as suspicious, as if Facebook was involved in protecting Soflo's reputation. All 88,000 likes were transferred over to Soflo Antonio's own page, which raised some eyebrows.
What? Yo, when the fuck did this happen?
Well, actually, it would have raised Ethan's eyebrows regardless due to his tics.
Okay, bro.
You know, Soflo used to brag that he was playing chess while everyone else was
Jesus.
playing checkers, and I finally understand what he meant, you know? I got
Chat finally wins. Somebody made a Tourette's joke.
checkmated so hard. Yeah, it's such a great irony that we worked so hard to build this, like, parody brand, and then it gets closed down. The closed down I could live with.
Do you remember Noah? Because he always drops jokes like that in news. Noah Samson is like, so you see this? He put a brown man on the screen. I guess he's supposed to be saying that's Mudahar. I just want to let you know this looks nothing like Mudahar or whatever.
I saw it coming, I really did. But the fact that they moved all the likes to Soflo's real page without telling anybody, without notifying us, it just shows, you know, how committed...
Like, that's like if I stopped the video and I said, he's insulting Ethan's Tourette's, a disability that he does have.
Facebook is...
I just moved on.
to really combating the copyright problem.
This was ironic because Facebook had recently made statements saying that they'd combat freebooting. Yet we're uplifting one of the biggest freebooters on their site. In order to avoid criticism for not crediting creators, Soflo began crediting random accounts meant to seem like the OG.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with my LAN cable right now, but just ignore that.
These accounts would repost other people's content and doctor it as their own, making it seem like Soflo had the all clear in copying it. And if Soflo gets shit on for freebooting, he can just blame the dummy page. Ethan brings up his motivations for doing this.
What? Oh, in the top right corner, it just keeps like disconnecting and reconnecting the LAN cable. Just ignore that.
Facebook's change into monetizing videos through ads.
I can't stop now that you brought it down. I'm sorry.
Soflo is already making a lot of money via YouTube, but could be making more. Literally a few hours after Ethan posted that video, someone claiming to be an investor in Soflo's media company emailed him.
To whom it may concern, I wanted to reach out pertaining the last video you released regarding Soflo. I am an investor in Soflo Media, which is no longer owned majority by Antonio, and the reference that you have given regarding the brands are false as it relates to stealing content. And we all know that Soflo has never stolen content. That is plainly false.
Yeah, it's such a fucking petty thing to do. Was this ever like directly resolved, or did Soflo ever go on H3 Podcasts? Is Soflo still alive?
False. Everything on this page is licensed, and if this video is not taken down in 24 hours, we will sue you for defamation and there will be serious implications.
Ethan mentions how he knew this would happen, as someone from Soflo had previously threatened defamation after a previous video Ethan made. After he posted a tweet mocking the situation, another email was sent, further threatening defamation and channel termination. This individual seems to be desperate, claiming that the Soflo brand is tarnished solely due to Ethan, despite being
Wait, he hasn't posted since 2019, bro? Did he just make his majillions, dude, and run?
criticized by the wider internet at the time.
Basically, after I received this email, I made a tweet talking about more specifically that we were being sued by Soflo, and almost immediately I received this email. Ethan, I appreciate not being blasted on the internet. I'll retract my claims and we won't pursue this further. I think what he means is, I'm used to bullying smaller channels with less influence, and I'm not used to people standing up for themselves because I sound really scary and usually people just comply. So actually, can you please just remove your statement and leave us alone? I'll do whatever it takes, just don't blast my ass on the internet. The thing that really pisses me off about this is that if we were a smaller channel, and I'm sure these guys bully smaller channels,
yeah, you'd be fucked. That's crazy.
All the time, we would have been completely helpless.
People were so brazen with copyright back then too, because none of these sites had good systems in place. And people still say YouTube has a bad one in place when it's so pro content creator, it's not even funny. Legitimately, and like, again, not advice, not legal advice, but like, the vast majority of these cases where videos go down and counter notifications are put in becomes like an automatic win for the content creator. Like the amount of times people have actually gone and sued somebody over the content, as long as you're not fighting, I guess, a major network or something, or like a media company of some kind, you're pretty much winning every single dispute.
So you know what? If you don't want to get blasted on the internet, maybe you should stop being an asshole. You're gonna present your ass to me and ask me not to blast it? Dude, come on, I'm in the business of ass blasting.
Yeah, buddy?
Dude?
Ethan calls Soflo's bluff, saying that he'll win any defamation case against him. He even shows evidence of Soflo admitting to stealing content. Ethan then reads another email where the Soflo investor lets it slip that the dummy page works for Soflo.
Gadikatit, referenced in the comments, works at Soflo in our offices. Whoa! Checkmate, dude. This guy's been playing chess for years. Why would you admit that? You're talking about suing me and then and basically just like proving that what I was saying was correct. So you want to sue me for defaming, yet at the same time you're proving my theories that you were saying I was lying about correct. So I mean, a altogether confusing and powerful.
That's interesting. All right, I want to move up to the next one. Oh, that's H3 versus Matt Haas. I'm not gonna do another H3 one. Dude, the PewDiePie versus Alinity one. Okay, I fucks with it.
By 2018, PewDiePie has shifted his content towards commentary, though he still occasionally posted Let's Plays.
I don't think she ever actually filed the strike though, right? She just said, can we copy strike?
These commentary
This would go on to haunt the remainder of Alinity's career, even to today. People constantly bring this up every time her name comes up. Oh, that was a okay.
videos would sometimes
Sorry,
get
I had a Hassan video on the screen.
One of these now forgotten controversies is his feud of the Twitch streamer Alinity. Alinity is what we call a booby streamer, someone who streams themselves playing games or talking to chat while wearing suggestive outfits. They rely solely on simps for using
I think there was like a sword on the screen, or I don't know.
and donations, and tend to be cripplingly insecure. She would be mentioned
I've never seen someone show that without it being censored before, so I was kind of stunned.
in a May 2018 PewDiePie video titled Testing Out Eye Tracking. In this video, Felix has fans submit images and videos for him to view, with the challenge being to not look at these suggestive bits. It's all in good fun, with Felix having to dive
Dude, that was not a good screenshot. Yeah, you're right. The Pope had that on the screen. That's crazy. Oh, puts the Wiggler back, dude. Pope Wiggler. Wiggler!
attention from so-called Twitch thoughts.
I don't have a problem with it. Oh my god, you see what happens? This is so annoying. Stupid Twitch thoughts. I just feel like they win over me, okay? And they're not gonna win over me.
They didn't win over you anymore. PewDiePie, you are happily married. You have defeated the Twitch thoughts.
Aged. I don't need this.
This really pissed off Alinity, who
This what?
I am engaged.
What did he
I
just
don't
say?
need this.
This really pissed off Alinity.
Am I the only one that heard that? Did that joke not hit for anyone but me?
I am engaged. I don't need this.
This really pissed off Alinity.
Dude, he hit really pissed off all at once, and it came out as rapist.
I am engaged. I don't need this.
This really pissed off Alinity, who ranted about it on stream shortly after.
Okay, and they're not gonna win over me. Stupid Twitch thoughts. No.
Seriously?
It came out as, I'm sorry, that's what he said.
He just said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy. Just for that word. Gonna copy strike him.
God, this is like the dumbest shit ever. This woman like had 3 IQ. Just for that one word right there, I am going to strike you. Like literally
Nicholas,
announcing your play.
The goat. Thank you for the
What a
$5,
fucking
my man.
crazy sentence.
Yo!
I don't think she actually did, no.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video? Like right now? He called us Twitch thoughts.
This did not seem like a bluff.
She called us Twitch thoughts. Oh god.
As in a later video,
If that was recent or whatever, that would be a solid donation sound.
she boasted about how she made $700
I think she did? Oh, well, we're gonna find out.
working with Collab DRM. This is a copyright protection company that many have called out for placing false copyright notices. It seems to be a weapon used by greedy people to silence criticism or make money off their fair use content.
I don't really know much about the laws, but I do know that I get money out of that. Like,
I don't know anything about it, but I'm making a hella bank off of it. It's crazy.
it gives me money. So they do have to pay for it. Like, who's paying for that? I'm not.
Dude, I don't know, bro. Maybe these times were easier. You didn't even know how to. You didn't even have to know shit like this. Just money would just hit your account. You'd have no idea why. What a genius, dude. Geniuses live in a lamp.
Really sure, but I'm guessing it's the content creator that is using my content on it. I really don't really. I honestly I don't know how it works.
Why can't people be this stupid anymore? This would print money if it happened now.
But if I flag a channel, it gives me money. So
I flag a channel, it gives me money. She's not even talking about a strike, by the way. Flagging a channel for her means claim because she wouldn't be getting money off of videos getting taken down. What does she think? There's like a finder's fee for copyright abuse?
yeah, if anybody wants to use my content, just ask me, you know? And please don't misrepresent me. Please don't call me names while using my content. It will get flagged by Collab and I will get part of your, I don't know, your revenue for it or whatever it's called.
Now, Alinity wasn't just going after Felix. She was seemingly going after other creators who featured that brief clip. Philip DeFranco reported on how she placed a claim on a way smaller channel named L of the Day, who featured the same clip used by Felix. She is now making money off of that video, despite most of it just being L of the Day talking to the camera. In response to backlash, Alinity made a now deleted Twitter post where she blames all of it on.
And I think back then, it might not be... I don't think the current copyright system on YouTube was in place back then, was it? I feel like originally it was much harder to get a copyright claim removed. but I might be wrong. I obviously wasn't making content to an extent where I'd have access to those tools back then.
Rampant sexism. She also tries to shame Felix for calling her a Twitch thought in front of
It sounds like L of the day didn't have a really good day. Probably up to code.
Of his younger audience, and doesn't like that he showed a clip that is objectifying her. Ironic, since her core audience is just as young as his. By the way, as soon as OnlyFans became mainstream, she immediately created an account.
Okay, thank you for the info. Can you give me a link too, just in case?
She is the
for science
one objectifying herself, and is lashing out at others who make fun of her for it. By the end of the statement, she tries to apologize.
By the way, Rob does not like sex workers, just to be clear. We haven't posted that segment yet, but Rob is not a big fan of sex workers.
But also pushes the blame onto Collab DRM, despite clearly instigating the claim onto Felix. He would make his own response, where he apologizes for calling her a Twitch thought, claiming he was just memeing.
Now, I did see this very soon after it happened on the stream. My intention is never to...
Dude, Tarantulas, bro. I love this fucking song. It's like an OG PewDiePie backtrack.
Very soon after it happened on the stream. My intention is never to...
I used to use this all the time, bro.
Upset people with videos. I decided it was easier to just cut her out. But before we were able to do that, the video did in fact, yes, get copy striked.
Swing it! This is one of the reasons I went to Epidemic Sound to get my music, because they're the ones who license this song. Funny enough, if you use this song, you actually do get claimed, I think. I don't think you can just play Tarantulas unless it's like a backtrack for a video you're watching. If you just use it in your video, they will claim you.
He struck him out.
They'll copy strike you.
To me, thought is such a memeable word that it doesn't necessarily have any negative connotation.
Oh, this is a total fucking side rant, but do you know what people used to do to make money off of copyrighted content? It was genius, all right? What they would do is they would hire somebody to make them an outro song, and they would pay that person to put it on CD Baby, or they would do it themselves, like one of those distribution sites. So then they'd get copyright controls. And then they would claim their own video every single time. So it meant like Sony couldn't take 100% because they would be owed royalty for that music. It was like a genius strategy back in the day. I think it still works. Where like if you have a video that you know is going to get claimed, if you put something that you own with those tools, it'll give you back some of the money that you would have lost to that company.
With it, I definitely didn't mean.
That's why you find some YouTubers have their own outro music. I don't know if they do it specifically for this reason, but they would have like rap songs and stuff that they commissioned of them, or people rapping about them or something as their outro.
In a negative way.
That sounds kind of illegal. I mean, I don't think it would be illegal. Technically, you are owed money for that content. It would probably be, I don't know, what would be the ethics to upload every single video you post to one of those sites and get copyright control back for your own video? I don't know, maybe. Maybe that would get you in trouble. I don't know.
It
sounds more like a loophole than illegal. Yeah. Well, it would be more of like a loophole to YouTube's system.
It's a joking word, but I do want to apologize to Alinity and be clear, it was never meant to hurt or upset anyone.
Felix then discusses how Alinity was clearly abusing the copyright system, though doesn't go too hard on her, thinking of her as naive. She was clearly,
which is true, absolutely naive,
being malicious, but began victimizing herself once the hate reflected back to her.
She was clearly being malicious? I don't know, Rob. I think she's so fucking stupid. I really don't think she knew what she was doing. Do you think that was super malicious in hindsight? If you asked me back then, I probably would have told you yeah. But she sounds like a complete moron in all the clips you posted, so I must have missed something.
Apparently, Alinity's video on the situation...
Yeah, I don't think she's intelligent enough at that point in time to make like a plan of that magnitude.
...was taken down through a copyright strike.
I think she threw a tantrum. Yeah, the tantrum is so iconic though. Like, can we copy strike PewDiePie? Sounds like it could be the drop of a fucking EDM song.
With the claimant being named PewDiePie. Obviously, this is not Felix. It was some random-ass person doing it to troll her. The video would later be put back up due to the real PewDiePie reaching out to YouTube, though Alinity would later private it. Also,
you think she's playing dumb? Yeah, I do think to an extent some of these content creators like do the ooh teehee I'm so stupid memes. That could be it.
Together. Despite this, Alinity would keep this drama going, as she failed to apologize to Felix. He would then make another video regarding Alinity, mentioning her inability to self-reflect on her wrongdoings. He also details her controversial internet career in relation to this.
I know you don't portray yourself to be the smartest person, but I know you're
Ah, so PewDiePie literally makes that comment. You don't portray yourself to be the smartest, but I see where we're going with it.
Not that dumb that you're not aware of what you're doing. Showing your underwear on stream. That's our fault, right? And then clicking on full screen right after. Bending over with your butt on camera. That's our fault, right? You're just looking at your butt hair.
What did Nerd City find on Alinity? Didn't he have like an Alinity segment that was really funny back in the day?
In this video. You're not doing anything else. Eating a popsicle down your throat on camera.
It was like a compilation of Alinity doing weird things. No, wasn't there an Alinity dog compilation? Was it another fart fetish thing? Maybe. I thought there was like an Alinity dog compilation.
That's our fault, right? Because
no, not the cat. The cat was the throwing thing. I thought there was hold on. Let me look this up.
Had a sore in your mouth. That's why you did it, right? Oh, you're just playing games with the shortest skirt ever. That's our fault for looking at it in any sexual way, right? Oh, guys, I am just adjusting my camera right now. I'm completely unaware of what else is going on. If you have any sort of
3 minutes of Alinity with her dog. It was like, there's a 4.8 million view video from 5 years ago where they were accusing Alinity of having weird interactions with her dog.
Sexual intention towards this, that's our fault. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just pushing my bra together to show how a push-up bra works. That's your fault for seeing anything sexual in that. How dare you? Excuse me, I'm just feeding a porn star mouth to mouth. There's nothing sexual about that. That's your fault for thinking that. Starting to see...
Alright, so Felix thinks like, okay, so you're just playing a stupid character on stream. You're actually very intelligent. You're doing this for attention, and then you had a tantrum on stream, most likely. So he thinks it is malicious.
A pattern here.
Felix also shows a clip where Alinity seemingly admits to committing marriage fraud.
You don't
make
any money. You work a lot. So I was like, no, hell no. So I married a Canadian, and I came to Canada. And then I divorced him.
She ended up making a whole video denying this claim, though it fell on deaf ears. Oh, and she stupidly admits that she gets special treatment from Twitch.
Imagine you guys...
Wait, are you telling me that an attractive female gets special treatment on Twitch during the Hassan Bakari days? Are you telling me? No way, dude. Collat.
You stream for 5 years, full time. I've gotten drunk, I've fallen, my butt has shown, you know, and Twitch has been behind my back the whole time. Like, hey, it's okay, you know, just delete the clips, you know, we're
This never changed. Only now, it's about hating Jews.
Cool. I've been good with Twitch. I've never even had a 24-hour suspension. I've never had a suspension on Twitch.
Felix points out how her lack of discipline has contributed to her lack of accountability. He makes it clear that he doesn't want her to get banned off Twitch, but thinks that it might be good for her. This bias was still apparent years later, especially when she avoided a ban for throwing her cat across the room. Felix would continue mentioning her in videos, mainly poking fun at how she openly breaks Twitch's rules. In July 2020,
it's so crazy how things change, but still stay the same. There's been 15 Alinities since her. Dr. fucking K, dude! You ever watch the Dr. K shit where he starts talking about COVID and he starts talking about Vata in your dosha? And he's like, yeah, so this will give you, this is all about COVID-19. Yeah, dude, you gotta get your Vata levels up or whatever. When he started doing that weird medicine shit, that was very funny. Dude. Gloria Borger. That was Felix's other name, right?
Alinity did an interview of Dr. K.
Not your vodka levels, your Vata levels, dude. Your dosha is not in check. That's why you have COVID.
With the PewDiePie drama being brought up, she claims that the copy strike clip was a joke, and that Collab DRM claimed the video without her knowledge. She also states that she never actually admitted to immigration fraud in that clip and was joking. That whole situation is more complicated than most will admit to, but she never got married with the sole intent of moving to Canada. Around the same time, Felix reacted to a clip of Alinity.
It's probably, if I had to guess, like, oh, I'm gonna marry this Canadian guy or whatever, then they get divorced, and you're like, well, at least I got this or whatever. It's like the fucking story you tell yourself. I don't know. Or she
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar
Get your
Orbiter,
shawarma levels up.
Dream, where she has a mental breakdown over petty beef of Ninja. Yes, the Fortnite guy.
You guys need to know that the shit you guys do and the shit you guys say really affects people. Okay.
Dude, it's fucking Tyler Ninja Belvins, dude. Blevins, bro. I think that he has a massive contribution to gaming, you know?
And you know what else is massive? Yep, it's true.
Like, you guys have no idea how many times I've wanted to kill myself.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry, this is insane. I don't know. I don't know. Was that serious? Is that like a serious thing? I don't know. Should I have not laughed at that? That's just such a crazy context of just getting on stream and saying something like that. Like, turn it off, dude. Turn off the camera. Holy shit, dude. When the fuck did that happen?
How many times I've spent...
Best of Twitch 288, Alinity crying an emotional breakdown is an insane title. What the fuck, dude?
my entire night trying to figure
Dude, hold on. Sorry, wait, hold on. Wait.
out. No idea. That you guys do and the shit you guys say really affects people. Okay?
Yep, it's true.
Like, you guys have no idea how many times I've wanted to kill myself.
Sheesh.
How many times I've spent...
Did it work? No, it froze! Damn it! Damn it! I'm so mad, dude. I'm so mad. I'm so mad, bro. Oh, I gotta move the file. Oh, dude, ruined. Well, the VOD watchers aren't gonna know that. Oh, fuck, dude.
Online. Is it right thing to do or not? I don't know how I feel about it.
Felix ended up removing most of his Alinity coverage, though archives do exist.
I can't believe there was a time period where Tyler Ninja Blevins was posting on YouTube, and so was fucking... Wait! No! Dude, it's Bowblax! No way!
Josh, who pretty much everyone knows as Bowblax, is a longtime YouTuber.
Dude, yo, I'm so hyped.
Shifted from making gaming videos to becoming an archiver. He began his series, Twitterverses, in 2017, where he retweets...
Wait, how many times is Bowblax on this list?
...pertaining to whatever internet drama was popular at the time. He also...
Uh-oh. Dude, the victim becomes the claimant.
also became a co-host of Augie RFC's After Hours show, becoming well known in the general commentary community. On November 2nd, 2018, Bowblax had uploaded a video detailing Twitter beef between Keemstar and the Twitch streamer Pokemon. For context, it started due to Keem making fun of Sniper Wolf for photoshopping her photos, leading to one of her sims trying...
Dude, if Sniper Wolf wasn't a photoshopper, Nerd City wouldn't have a career, and neither would Bowblax. Isn't that crazy? Dude, it's literally an entire... careers have been built off the fact that she is, insecure.
...trying to fight back. Keemstar called the guy a virgin, leading to him leaving the internet. Keem added...
I had the displeasure of speaking to Bowblax once. I'm so sorry. Have you tried therapy? Ian has told me to go to Dr. Lipschitz, okay?
...on more jokes, which greatly offended Pokemon. She called him out for bullying the guy, which Keem responded to in one of his infamous Twitter videos. He calls her out for overreacting, to which he responds by claiming it was the other way around. They respond back and forth, it's all kind of gay. Bowblax's video did decently well, but it would only remain up for a week, as Pokemon decided to copyright strike it for featuring clips from her Twitter account. Bowblax made a response, pointing out how the company that claimed it on her behalf, Omni Media, has the rights to her YouTube content. He also shows that only
Omnia Media. So Omnia Media is ultimately the one that went down. I don't know if they're still around, but they were withholding funds from YouTubers. And that was the one Alex was signed to that lost 3 months of revenue or whatever until it was all paid back in one day.
His video is striked, despite various copycats and reuploads featuring the exact same clip. Bowblax seems to think she specifically went after him due to the higher view count.
If you think about it, the only reason she took this down is because she didn't want me to have success. And
dude, she clipped your wings before you could fly, buddy. You almost made it. Almost made it.
There could be other reasons. It could be like, oh, she doesn't want like 1 million plus people seeing those tweets she made to Keemstar. They're so embarrassing. Why are they still public on her Twitter? Why are other videos showing the same clip that just have less views still on YouTube? If she really didn't want people to see it, why didn't she also claim all those other videos and delete her tweets? Something she has full control over. She can go to her Twitter and delete those tweets.
It's so weird to hear Bowblax able to talk, you know? I feel like this is like crazy for him now. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have like decent... I don't know, dude. Whatever.
Tweets and nobody will see it. If
this is like, yeah, BLM Bowblax. This is BLM Bowblax. Yes.
If that was the case, I would honestly...
This is probably around the time it was recorded. He finished up talking about Pokemon and he's like, all right, guys, play the song. Some people don't know the struggle.
He'd be fine with this. But the fact that she went out of her way just to stop me from...
Dude, I'm never gonna forget. Does anybody have the tweet where Ethan finds out that Bowblax is scared of Mexicans at the airport? And he's like, Bobby, what is this one? And he's like, no, I'm not racist! I'm not racist!
Gaining from this is a bit petty.
This whole situation is very iffy because it is her content and the tweet was still up. He claims it's an archive, but she had not deleted it yet. But on the other hand, Pokey definitely overstepped her boundaries. All he did was repost a short clip that clearly took no effort to make. It makes Bowblax's argument of her taking it down to divert attention seem more sound. Also, Pokemon's main content is watching other people's videos with slim amounts of commentary. Bowblax will make another update a month later.
Yeah, but she's on Twitch, so it's not bad. That's okay there.
Saying that all of his counter notifications kept getting rejected by Omni Media. They seemingly kept ignoring him despite trying to reach out via Twitter. They were resolving a false claim made against the YouTuber Tipster.
Dude, No!
Regarding something similar. Luckily, after going through the claimant process, the video was put back up by YouTube on December 18th. Pokimane didn't really respond to the situation until PewDiePie brought it up in January 2019.
Dude, PewDiePie is also... Dude, we wouldn't have Mr. Mansheehy right now if it wasn't for fucking Felix. Bowblax was literally astroturfed. It's insane. Holy shit.
Her apology came out a day later, mentioning that she did indeed order the strike. She now regrets it because it brought more negative attention towards herself, aka the Streisand effect.
Again, in the moment, I was just doing that because I thought it was something that would calm down all the drama. But I think the video was re-uploaded within 24 hours, and they asked if I wanted to get it taken down again, but I just said that it was fine to leave it. Although I was legally within my right to...
Bowblax had like a mental breakdown at this one sentence, dude. This one simple sentence was like his personal 9/11. Or for him... Yeah, his personal 9/11 in California, because that's where he thought the Twin Towers were.
To take down the video. Morally, and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done because, I mean, at the end of the day, those were tweets that me and Keem made publicly and videos that we made publicly. So I totally apologize for that. And I spoke to the...
Dude, why would you say that you're sorry if you don't think that you're legally in the... I don't know. What is the moral argument? That's literally just, oh, I want you to... Yeah, I want you to not be mad at me anymore, so I have to make some concession, but I'm still right, is her argument.
The guy who made those videos like a few weeks back, and we had resolved all of this in DMs. He's really nice, and me and him are on good terms. He understands that I had no ill intent towards him or his channel through my actions, and I understand that him uploading and re-uploading that video and talking about the issue, he didn't necessarily have any ill intent
Nick
towards
DeOrio.
me either. So we're good on that front.
Tension simmered down, with Bowblax and another YouTuber named Fainted having a chat with her regarding the drama. It's mainly just them clearing the air, though Pokey comes across as woefully ignorant.
I would like to say, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I mentioned this to Bowblax in DMs way later that I...
Dude, imagine you have the big Pokey interview and you don't even put her name, you just put Pokey. Christ. Oh, and then Bowblax snakes Fainted, right? Isn't that what happened? Like, Bowblax, like, started fighting with Fainted, and then Tommy's like, I don't think you should trust that guy, Augie. He's gonna backstab you in the future.
Correctly, I mentioned this to Bowblax in DMs way later that I wasn't fully aware about the situation.
No, you don't understand the Fainted situation! No, you're misrepresenting the Fainted situation!
And how copy strikes affected someone's channel. I was under the assumption that full-on strikes are what take down a channel once you get 3, and I thought that it was different
to copy strike a video than to strike an entire channel.
Yeah, and apparently...
Does that make sense?
Despite the drama ending...
Dude, it's so crazy. These massive fucking influencers had no idea how copyright worked. Every single one of them was so fucking stupid back then. And by the way, this is part of the reason why the audience to this day doesn't understand copyright. Is because all the YouTubers they were watching growing up had no idea what they were doing.
In early 2019, Bowblax decided to bring it back up in 2020 when Pokey got herself into drama with
Oh man.
It's a Gundam. It's a Gundam made a video calling out her legion of simps, where he jokingly refers to her as a Twitch thought. In response, she chose to go after her sponsors.
I'm not gonna put my money on that one. I forgot what it was.
Like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh,
I don't get why she does like the fucking weird, I don't know, is it like kid talk? Like the fake accent?
To her as a Twitch thought. In response,
it's like the little childish accent.
Chose to go after her sponsors.
Like, no company should do that just about ever. Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's like a VTuber voice. That's probably a better way to word it, but I don't think VTubers existed. Oh wait, they did. Gundam was one. Alright, I don't think they were as popular. Maybe they were. I don't know.
Really want to put my logo on that one!
Bowblax used the situation
This is like a whole nostalgia mauling that you're getting right now.
to call her a hypocrite, as she was once again attempting to silence criticism. Bowblax clearly still despises her, with part of that hate being justified. Though at this point, it's been long enough.
It's obsession.
In September 2016,
What we didn't know back then is that Bowblax wanted to... Never mind.
Bowblax would briefly release an absolute masterpiece of a song named
Oh my god, no! No! The next segment! No!
Black Lives Matter. It did not receive much attention at the time,
Dude, you guys were like, Nick, why don't you play the song? Fuck you, it's in the video.
though it resurfaced a few years later.
Some people don't know the struggle of being fucking black.
Oh my god, we always get bullied.
We always get bullied.
Dude, the day this thing came out, I remember Tommy. He called, he goes, dude, we're putting everything else on the back burner. We've got to do the Bowblax song.
We always get bullied. Cause we are black.
This kid's such a fucking idiot, dude. This is, by the way, he made this as an adult. I don't think he was some stupid kid.
Amazing. Amazing. All the wet should die.
I don't know. Listen, dude, fuck it. Could have been worse.
So mean to worse. Might as well kill yourself. Black Lives Matter.
And didn't he say, like, he didn't understand what happened? Wait, am I wrong about this? Please don't tell me I'm getting this mixed up. Didn't he say he didn't understand, like, racism until George Floyd died, and that's how he found out this song was bad? He's like, I didn't realize that people still didn't like black people until I saw what happened to George Floyd. Oh, God, dude. Oh, he's such a fucking loser. Dude, whatever.
Oh, Black Lives Matter.
That's a cop-out you'd expect some fucking psychotic asshole to say from Twitch, isn't it? Like, that just feels like a fucking cop-out.
What is that?
Whoa! Dude,
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
We paused it at the best part.
Did you record that over, like, and then rap over it, like a loop it or something?
Sometimes.
Okay, dude, we're gonna just scroll on through.
With the topic being brought up on Augie's stream.
Last time putting this, I don't want to be banned. Scumbag Hector made a video on Bowblax calling him a false flagger.
Spamming that in the chat.
You know, I kind of forgot that he said the N-word in that song. I kept thinking the funny part was the other part that we always hear, but I do forget occasionally because nobody ever plays that part, that he just drops hard R's.
I'm not gonna respond, I don't care.
What is that, the BLM thing?
Oh no, am I gonna have to watch me make him cry now? Oh god, no. Wait, he was making this video while the comment cop drama was happening. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's just dumb. Little YouTubers.
I don't know,
trying to make
Bowblax. I'm gonna be
drama.
honest. That was a fucking.
He's so mad about this situation that he created a fucking rumor that I was a YouTuber that exposed him for it. Because people have retroactively gone back and watched that stream and said I was right.
And now I'm not gonna make this a big deal, but I'm just gonna put it on the record.
To be 100%, it doesn't matter that the sword is from Bleach. They use the sword while wearing the flag to invoke that emotion. Trimfry, did you just step out of a time machine? That's the that was last stream. That was 2 days ago. What?
That was kind of a dumb move.
Right.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Alright.
what?
Your
Here it
your
goes.
opinion.
Here it fucking goes.
I strike down my. Dude, that's why I didn't want to respond to it.
Oh,
Obvious. I told you last stream when this was brought up to not bring.
Is this video going to be Nick DeOrio Apologia and show the parts where Bowblax literally begged for this conversation and was like, "So, why do we have to do this on stream?"
It up. I literally
Bullshit you did. You bullshit you said that.
I did. I told you to not bring it up. Basically what happened is people were re-uploading the Black Lives Matter song, and I was like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable with this being up and readily available for people to watch, so I just copyright striked it because it's mine. That's it. It's legal.
That sounds like a lot of Pokemon argumentation, don't you think? Even though I'm in my legal right to strike it, and it is my own content, I took it down because I did not. Dude,
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with
It's
it.
just bad optics.
I guess. Whatever.
Whenever you give them that screenshot video taken down by Bowblax, that's all they need. No, it's not a false flag.
It's not a false flag. It's not a false flag.
I don't think anybody said it was a false flag, but it's just kind of.
remember when false flag was like an actual term that didn't revolve around YouTube?
Someone in the chat said it was.
I heard someone use it normally recently, and it just like broke my brain for a second. Like, that used to be a term for something that didn't involve YouTube drama.
That's the minute of memeing. Okay.
No. It's not false. It's not
Yeah, Alex Jones approved.
illegal. It's just not a good move. That's just my take.
Would you say that from a moral perspective? Dude, imagine if there was fucking, like, you just had the soundboard of Pokemon's apology playing through the mic, spamming while Bowblax is screaming. Like, it's just like a soundboard, like an old video game highlight. He's like, no, that's not what I'm saying! And you just keep playing the same soundbite over and over again. Dude, my goopy goblin gamer brain in my head is telling me that this is the only way to get him, dude.
I also like listening to the song, and I want my fucking archive. But that's okay. It's on Nick DeOrio's channel now. The Oreo, not DeOrio. The Oreo.
Oh, there's another person called Nick the Oreo, so that's also like a confusing part of this as well.
Bowblax
It's still
has
like up on YouTube.
bestowed the rights to the music video to Nick the Oreo. So you
It's
can
funny
go
because
watch
he
it
doesn't think that I'm that person, but he thinks I'm Comment Cop.
there if you want.
You remember that account? That person is still here. Like, I don't think he's been in chat for a little while, but like Nick the Oreo pops up every so often.
Too.
Some in the commentary community still wanted answers, as this seems like an overreach and a massive hypocrisy for Bowblax. People were trying to archive a song he deleted himself without any monetary incentive. It's hard for Bowblax to argue against that, as he is now doing what he criticized Pokemon for, but in a more egregious way. Because one of these videos he took down was not a straight re-upload, it was a transformative video featuring
By Van Tactician, and they're playing the Comment Cop video. Oh my god, Rob, dude.
of the song. He'd respond 2 weeks later on September 5th, giving a really bizarre excuse.
Yeah, so he buried the apology on some fucking Twitch stream he was linking, a platform that he hardly used, inside of like a multi-hour long VOD, being like, hey, if you want to hear my response to it's not an apology, it's a response. If you want to hear my response to this, you could just go find it in some fucking insanely difficult live stream that's, I thought, lost to time. In fact, apparently Rob has pulled it out of his ass here to find it.
I was in my copyright tab, and I was trying to take down a re-upload.
Why is everything like with pathetic gameplay music in the background? Every serious discussion. Remember when me and Augie and like Flamenco fought in a Phasmophobia lobby? I mean, I guess me and Harley just had a conversation while I was trying to play Fortnite, so I don't know if I can really complain.
The Black Lives Matter song, which was a bad judgment call again, wasn't false.
It's just like the sounds of Mario and Sonic are synonymous with mental breakdowns in the commentary community.
For some of them, but it was a bad judgment call.
Dude, if you ever want to join the commentary community, just don't buy a Switch. Like, get a PlayStation or an Xbox. Probably a PlayStation is a better financial decision. Just don't buy a Nintendo Switch, and you'll probably have a long-lasting career.
I undid those two, but in the crossfire, I had a transformative one come up, and I accidentally striked it, and I immediately, as soon as I figured that out, which was only like 10 minutes after, I contacted YouTube support, and within a couple days, it went back up, and then he deleted it to make it look like it's still down. So I'm not a fucking false flagger. I'm not a fucking deplatformer.
The thing is, like, it is still inherently a false flag. It's not, you could say it's not intentional, but we have to trust Bowblax to get to that. And I don't know if the charitability of 2025 Nick trusts Bowblax, but I don't know. Considering he's just completely slandered me multiple times this past week, I think he knew. Retroactively, I think he knew.
Fuck up.
Considering the fact that he's done nothing but lie since we had a falling out with him, and he's extremely malicious to people who are mean to him, then yeah, actually, I think there's a good chance he did this on purpose. I don't know.
And like,
I've seen a whole different kind of Bowblax recently, and not the parts that you're thinking of. Okay. I might have to recontextualize this.
Annoying because I know he like deleted it to make me look bad. It's like he doesn't even care about the truth. He just cares about making me look bad, you know? And we want to compare.
Yeah, he's backtracking. Actually, some would say black tracking. Some would say Black Lives Matter tracking. In fact,
compared to like
some people don't know the struggle.
Pokimane copyright strike or whatever. It's like I talked with Pokimane, she apologized, I accept the apology, I was trying to give her benefit of the doubt in so many ways. This is not the same situation in the slightest, alright?
It's kind of a very similar, eerily similar, like honestly, everyone talks about how the YouTube drama subreddit, not subreddit, the YouTube drama, script writers have been cooking in the last 2 years, but this is a fucking epic one that I think we didn't really capitalize on. The scriptwriters always have the irony in, you know? They always try to hit the irony, and I think they hit it hard on this one.
So, and I was hot. Yeah, I was.
Like, the simulation is getting very, very intense.
Fucking high, okay? But I didn't mention it because, like, I don't know, that doesn't take away from the responsibility that I did it.
Despite claiming that being high was not an excuse, he used it as one.
He used it every chance he got. For years. Every single time.
Previously on Twitter. He clearly did not know how to handle the situation and was outright trying to censor mentions of it in his chats.
You guys can all shut the fuck up, dude. And I'm never...
Wait, the video where he's like, this is my response, he just started giga banning people? I didn't know that.
Talking about this again, and you're all banned if you mention it.
It's so funny because, like, when he's on this balls of his ass right here, it sounds just like a current Bowblax stream. Only there's no awkward face cam.
Mods fucking ban that guy, dude. I don't have
I wasn't gonna copyright my song, but then I got high.
Mods in chat, bro, so I gotta do it myself after.
You just earned 15 minutes of commercials.
This drama wasn't over just yet, though, as Bowblax's at-the-time friend, Nicholas DeOrio, decided
I was an alleged friend of Bowblax, dude.
To confront him over it. On to another gaming stream from September 19th, Augie, Bowblax, Nick, and Flamenco play Super Mario Sunshine. Nick...
What a cursed sentence, dude. Holy shit. If I could go back in time, I would start streaming solo much sooner. I would have completely started streaming and boosting my own channel way sooner, dude. Before I got back on a stream with Flamenco and Bowblax ever again. If only I had the info.
Felt like Bowblax's previous responses were lackluster, and gets him to talk about it again, to his annoyance.
I'm completely lost right now. I don't know.
He's talking about me fucking accidentally false flagging someone.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what he's talking.
Now he did false flag. It's not a false flag. Now it's an accidental false flag. Like, this guy just lies like he breathes.
Go around the internet pretending it was accidental. It just wasn't. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I don't think many people believe you. I think most people actually don't.
That was like very Trumpian right there. I don't believe you. I don't think many people do believe you. In fact, most people don't believe you. What the fuck was that? I just like trumped out there for a minute.
It just wasn't. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I don't think many people believe you. I think most people actually don't. I'm sorry, dude.
It's a New York thing? Yeah, it's so funny.
Genuinely don't believe you accidentally struck the Black Lives Matter video after you sat with me for fucking days telling me how angry you were that it was getting views. I don't believe you
That's so true. He was going in private. He's like, I don't understand why he's getting fucking views, dude. Like, what do I fucking do about this? Because that tells me it's, like, preemptive, right? It's like, it can't just be, oops, I got high, I went and I did it. This is, like, he was thinking about it.
Accidentally struck the black...
You might not have insinuated, like, oh, I should strike it down, but if you're sitting there coping about it for days at a time, it's like, tell me the thought didn't cross you. Unless you're, like, literally high for days at a time, in which case, then I don't know.
Lives Matter video when after Augie's stream when us fucking retards had to find out when somebody called you out in chat about it that we had a fucking conversation for like 30 minutes.
You have to understand for the tone of my voice here. I'm not gonna apologize for tone, but this was after an hour of this guy jerking across the conversation. Being like, come on, Nick, come get me, Nick, come get me, Nick, come on, Nick, come on, Nick. It's like he's fucking waving a red flag in my face, swinging at me. And I'm just like, dude. I think I actually removed myself from the situation, got off the stream, and then he started fucking writing shit, or like, no, then I wrote something in the chat or whatever to try to handle it better offline, and then he made a comment like, Nick won't fucking stop going in the fucking in the Discord. I'm like, okay, I jumped back in and I came back.
Explaining to you why
it was a lapse in judgment, not an accident. It was a lapse in judgment.
Wait, hold on. It was, I didn't false flag him. Then it was an accident that I false flagged him. Now it's not an accident. It was a lapse in judgment that I false flagged him. Like, even in the fucking course of this video, you can understand, like, my brain is imploding because I have heard him say all of these sentences.
Now, hold on. You just said you accidentally struck him. Now, you said it was a lapse in judgment. So do you want to fucking debate me on this, Bowblax? Because
it's a lapse in judgment
30 seconds ago.
It's a lapse in judgment, and I called it a mistake. Because it's a...
It's not an accident. It's a lapse in judgment. In fact, someone would call it a mistake. Like, these are all just, like, synonyms. I don't know what's
mistake
happening.
that I did that, yeah.
Bowblax repeats this a couple more times, as it's his only real argument. Nick gets pissed, especially since him and Augie had previously defended him during the Pokemon drama.
Dude, you were talking about for, like, fucking weeks that this...
Holy shit, I went New York mode here, dude. I went. Oh yeah, I can't. That's. I was gonna say something. It would have came out badly, actually.
Fucking Black Lives Matter song was bothering you, and then when you were
the music also made like it's literally a boss battle. Oh my god, it's so bad. Now I know why it's called the Boo Boss stream. Everyone calls it the Bowblax Cries stream now, which is true, but I could see the Boo Boss stream logic now.
Hi, somebody gave you the idea to go strike, and you're like, that's a great idea.
Yes, exactly.
Dude,
yes, exactly.
Guy. It's the guy who got like literally his first.
And I know why it's bad. Yeah.
It's like we're yelling at each other. We hear hoo 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 in the background.
Yes, I know why it's bad.
You don't know why, because we had to sit here and fucking argue with you why. And if we've talked about all this publicly, you have no fucking problem with me. And I don't know who else was in the call. It was either John or Tom. We're having to explain to you why your fucking stupid strike made our fucking archive argument look really dumb. Like, after we sat here defending you for fucking months, you went and struck an archive of a fucking video and made everybody...
Yeah, I would rather lather myself in fucking... I would literally rather jump into a bathtub with a fucking... with a hairdryer that's plugged into the wall than ever talk an extreme like this ever again with these people. Holy shit, dude. There are so many things that I would rather do that might even be lethal to me than ever engage in a fucking stream with these guys again, with the exception of Augie.
Around you look dumber.
I would lather myself in multiple turned-on hair dryers.
Yeah, and I said that's a mistake that I regret. What else do I need to say?
That's great, dude.
I made a mistake.
Nick's main point is that Bowblax shouldn't be making excuses when he very clearly took down those videos maliciously. Bowblax has a hard time understanding that point.
Oh my, yeah, shocker.
Clearly took down those videos maliciously. Bowblax has a hard time understanding that point, leading to one of the most iconic moments in commentary history.
Are you fucking kidding, dude? Are you fucking... No, it's not the most... Come on, bro. Nobody even knows this happened.
Do not go around Twitter and telling everybody, oops, I got high, I wouldn't have struck the video.
He said all the shit I'm saying right now publicly on a previous live stream and a previous tweet.
That's not the way you fucking said it. That's not the way you fucking said it.
What's the clip? You don't even know what I said publicly.
Wow, dude, I can't believe that
Can you do...
I can't believe an hour and 45 minutes.
I've been linking it to people who asked. I've been linking it to everyone who asked.
Your apology in an hour and 45 minutes.
No, that's not an apology. There's no apology. That's an explanation. Let me speak. You.
You know, the funniest part of this is this wasn't even the first time he did this. It was the scream over Among Us the week before. If you go back and watch the Among Us series on my channel, the first one is the Bowblax one, where I'm like, I saw you come out of a vent! Like, that was my strategy, was I would just tell everybody I saw Bowblax vent whenever I didn't know what to do. And he'd be like, no! Let me speak!
Apology! There's no apology! That's an explanation! Let me speak!
Let me get the other one, dude. While we're sitting here doing... This is just nostalgia night with Rob's Media. This one's definitely going to be fair use. Hold on. Among Us, Nicholas DeOrio. We used to post like... There's like 4 episodes of the Among Us vlog series. Yeah, dude. This was... I think this is right before the Boo Boss explosion.
Oh my god, we became one more person.
What's the name of the guy?
You don't deserve the victory because you framed me in game 2. You said you saw me go to the event, which was a complete lie.
I have not stopped speaking!
Hold up, real quick. Bowblax, are you okay?
Guys, you guys bully Dude, that's an insane intro.
Game.
Dude, I've been using the same fucking video intro since this channel was created. Oh my god, dude.
Yes.
I saw Bowblax come out of the vent. Oh yeah, there it is. This is it. Bro, so 100%. Oh, watch! I literally preempt it too. This is so fucking devious. Wait, watch this. Wait, they did it again. Hold on. Wait, Chud. I think I had a modded client too while we were playing, so I could force myself to be the fucking person. I was literally cheating in Among Us tournaments. Fucking Carl Jobs can make a video on me. Dude, there's no way he didn't see me. There's no way. I totally just fucked that. I totally just fucked that out, dude. Oh, there's no way.
Okay, that was a bit suspicious.
I just found a key. I was in the office area.
I'm by like, I'm like, wait, okay, dude, this is the other thing. Look who I am. Dude, this is such fucking bullshit. Look how ridiculous this is. This is the game with Vega, Tipster, Internet Unwind, I don't know who Finistries is, Core Master, C4, Bill Baines, and A-Star. But look at my name. By that pillar thing on the top right.
We have to vote for somebody.
Well, unfortunately, Bill was the guy to find a body, so I'm gonna vote for you.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Maybe, Bill, that teaches you a valuable lesson of maybe next time, just turn around and walk away.
Nicholas, the GOAT. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Dude, there's no way. They did it again. I did it again. Alright, chat. Chat, tell me who you want to kill. Chat, tell me who you want to kill. We're going to kill him this game. Chat, start spamming names. Who do you want to kill? Core? Do you want to kill Core or Vega? Which one? I don't think it'll work on Vega. I think it's got to be Core, because Vega probably doesn't know how to do it. Okay, yeah, we're doing Bowblax, 100%. Yeah, I had my chat like put a bounty on which one we were gonna kill. That's a good point. All right, chat. I'm gonna call an emergency meeting on the next one. Dude, chat, we're gonna murder Bowblax right after this, dude. Dude, Bowblax is so fucking dead after this, dude. Bowblax is gonna be fucking murdered immediately. No, provoking thought. I'm gonna kill him. I swear. Watch this. If you don't believe me, dude, I swear to God, I'm confident as fuck. Bro, I just saw Bowblax come out of a vent.
Okay, that looks. You saw my dead corpse come out of.
Uh-oh. Nick blew it. Nick blew his shot, dude. Oh no.
Literally what?
I saw Bowblax come out of a vent.
I didn't.
What was it though?
It's Nick then. It's Nick.
I saw Bowblax come out of a vent. It's in the middle of the map. I saw Bowblax come out of the vent in the middle of the map.
I wasn't even. Where did you see me come out of event from, huh?
In the middle of the fucking map. Why is my name Augie RFC in this game? I don't know the fucking room name. It's literally in the middle of the map. Oh, wait, I'm Josh Pescator? Who am I?
Oh, dude.
Literally
Alright, I'm voting Bowblax.
Really? Just because Nick said so? I was going to do my task.
I mean,
on the
he
right
said
side
he
of the
sounds
map.
pretty convinced to me. So like, I don't know, dude. Like that
Nick
sounds
always
like
sounds
crazy.
convinced. Dude,
And Tipster's name Wesker after fucking. This is before you had to have like a name. You could be whatever you want.
If it's not Bowblax.
If it's not Bowblax, you can fucking vote me.
literally not me.
If it's not Bowblax, vote me. Vote me. I'll hinge everything on it, dude. It's 100%.
You guys all vote me Nick fucking DeOrio. You can all
Yeah,
guys
dude.
kill yourself. I've never been.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
Watch this.
exposing all of you. I'm reading all your fucking.
Oh shit, son!
I got you, good, you fucker!
And you're all dumb.
Chat, we finally did it. Chat, we did it. We defeated the femnoids.
Flamenco was walking. Oh, okay, be quiet.
Son of a bitch. What? Nick,
I saw Bowblax come out of event.
Okay.
I don't.
That's a pretty compelling argument.
Wait, hold up. What were you saying?
Bowblax just came out of event. Yes.
Where?
That's such a meme,
Bowblax,
dude.
you
You
fucking
fucking
lie.
It's not a meme. You literally
What are you talking about,
Nick,
dude?
where did I come out of event?
That's some bullshit.
What? I
Bowblax.
did the Scott too, and then went to Shields. What?
Wait, how do I see that Bowblax is the imposter in this? Wait, am I Bowblax and then he's DeOrio?
Hang on. Here's the thing, right?
Has really no one else seen Bowblax? this
I haven't
game?
seen him. Sorry.
Is that Vito? Vito Giswaldi?
Yeah, where?
I saw him hop out of event on the right side of the map.
On the right side of the map. Where? What room? What area? What area?
Which room?
It was like in between, like that hallway on the right side. I saw.
What
him
were
jump
you
out
doing
there.
over there?
What was I doing? We were just doing
Going to
oxygen.
do oxygen.
So I was walking towards admin, and I saw him jump.
Dude, why is Flamenco defending me?
Nicholas,
See you
the
over
goat.
there.
You didn't see me over there because you were through event.
That's such a crazy one.
I
Wait,
was walking towards admin, and I saw him jump.
I didn't see you over there. Yeah, you didn't. You of course you didn't see me. You were through events.
Who's over there?
What was I doing? We were just doing
Going
oxygen.
to do oxygen.
So I was walking towards admin, and I saw him
I
jump
didn't
to
see
the
you
thing.
over
and I was
there.
doing that. You didn't see me over there because you were through event.
If I was through event, I would have seen you. Also,
But
I
if you were the
would like to
killer,
point
you
out-
would say you wouldn't
I
have seen me there,
also-
Bowblax.
I would
You
also
jumped through
still
event.
let me speak.
Okay, hang on.
Dude,
That steals my vote.
I don't think
That
Nick
is
is
so
crafty
annoying.
enough.
Nick, what? Let me.
This is the angriest I've ever heard. Both.
Nick is crafty enough.
Why?
We voted for.
Why?
But now that nobody said, now that we've all voted, I didn't see shit, dude.
I voted Mario.
I skipped Bowblax. I didn't see
Oh, that's scandalous. Oh, fucked up,
I
dog.
never went in event.
You'll get fucked, motherfuckers. You can vote me next.
I never.
Let's go!
Oh my God!
What a fucking liar.
You framed me in game 6. I don't care, buddy. You framed me in game 6, buddy. You framed me in game 6, buddy.
Alright, mods, have you finished scoring? Is all the scoring done?
It wasn't.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's check.
It
Is there anyone that isn't finished?
It's Flamenco.
It wasn't
Oh
even.
my God, oh my God, we need one more person.
I know you speak. I'm still allowed to speak. Jesus Christ.
You don't deserve the victory because you framed me in game 2. You said you saw me go to an event, which was a complete
I
lie.
am not. Stop speaking.
Hold up, real quick. Bowblax, are you okay?
You just bully
This game.
We couldn't play this game on stream.
Alright, so you guys want to hear the story about how I got fucking... Oh, God. Alright. I had this speed skating coach or whatever.
Oh, this is the one where I'm telling you my coach died in the middle of the Among Us game. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, dude, there were a bunch of these. The Among Us videos were pretty good. Augie RFC has a really bad day. What is the 10,000 IQ play?
Oh, I think I just fucking iced myself.
That was the cleanest imposter game I've seen.
Last thing I saw was Nick punching me in the face.
Jesus. I don't think there's... Is there anything in this
Oh,
one?
him and Dude, you were
Nope.
You gotta go back and watch these. They're pretty solid 10-minute VODs. Alright, back to the video.
You You motherfucker!
Dude, we should do another Among Us stream. Remember all that stuff I said about none of us ever interacting again? We should totally do a fucking Among Us stream, dude. It'd be crazy, dude.
You fucking bitch! My apology is not in there! My apology was oh my god! You didn't even watch the clip! Why are you saying shit without watching the clip? Just fucking watch my shit and actually like listen to what I fucking say, dude! Before you fucking accuse me of shit, bro! Like, what are you fucking doing then?
The argument ends with Bowblax admitting defeat, with the stream quickly ending after that.
Can we just say, like, for real, all of my greatest victories start with Augie's chat crying about it. Every single time. Every time I'm about to go on, like, a great victory in any conversation online that is retroactively viewed as, like, one of my better conversations in the future, they're all on Augie's stream and Augie's chat was seething the entire time. Everyone.
Drama could have been the end of Bowblax, but much of the commentary community felt pity for him. Things would remain cordial until mid-2024, when Bowblax started having freakouts on Twitter and tried manipulating someone into deleting the evidence. He was using a supposed BPD diagnosis to avoid accountability.
Oh, wait, why is this relevant?
Though it was soon revealed that he never had BPD in the first place. This would lead to loads of drama, where Bowblax
Dude, is he just going on a tangent mauling Bowblax?
exposed for leaking people's calls and overall just being a shitty manipulator. Then, on December 30th, 2024, it was accidentally revealed that a photo exists of Bowblax in a dress.
Wait, what? Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, I'm so confused. This video is about copyright abuse. What's happening?
You know, that it is public. Not the picture itself, but it is public. There's a picture of him in a dress going.
Dude, Chud Logic saying this right here is literally the reason why there was Bowblax's peener on your timeline, alright? His peenar hit your timeline because Chud Logic could not stop him from Britishing out.
Wait,
Whoa!
what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Hold on.
What?
They don't
Hold
know
on.
that we didn't.
Hold on.
We never mentioned that.
The worst thing you guys do,
The funny thing about the Bowblax stuff is you can say whatever the fuck you want about how it went down, but we only put out enough information to argue the point. And then he would say something, and we would put out more information to continue arguing the point. And then he would put out more information, and then we would put out, like, you see what's happening here? It's just like every time he would escalate it, we would have to put a bit more information out, but nobody ever intended from day one to just drop all of that stuff. Like, that wasn't how that was supposed to go down, but he just kept escalating, like, Nick has, like, robbed me of my ability to, like, let me tell you my gender or whatever, like, when he announced it himself, and then, like, okay, I guess we can go talk about that now, and then we added that context to it. But, like, even in the New Year's stream, months after this conflict happened, there was still shit that we kept from you. I think that was when it was finally all out there, of all the stuff that happened in that 1 week span.
What you guys do is when you hear that somebody's going to leak something, you don't play it off as a joke.
Like, it wasn't intentionally drip fed. We just thought he would shut the fuck up and not lie.
Instead, you're like, whoa, 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 don't talk about that.
The cat's out of the bag, dude. You can't fucking hide it.
I was just telling an epic joke, guys. What do you mean?
Now, it was previously revealed that Bowblax identified as non-binary, but this was still a shock to some. On stream a week later, he said that wearing feminine clothing was not a
Oh my god, dude, I was stunned when Queeman said this, because I was like,
fetish for him.
I don't know how that's a fetish, because it's not in sexual context, it's just in general. Like, I'm not hard when I'm wearing it. I just like it better. I just like it. You would like shorts over pants in some scenarios, or wearing a t-shirt or a hoodie. Like,
thing is, like, I don't think that Bowblax understands why I wear shorts because it's hot out. It's just instinctive nature. I wear shorts, or I wear, like, button-up pants, like dress pants and stuff. Like, it's like, or like sweatpants. It's not like I don't even view it as like an identity thing. It's just like, the reason I wear shorts is it's too warm to wear sweatpants.
I don't know. Is that, like, wrong?
And then, like a day later, it got revealed that Bowblax made an OnlyFans account under his new persona.
Literally the next day.
Mr. Miss Manchi. And indeed, he got himself hard while wearing dresses.
It's either Miss Manchi, Mr. Miss Manchi. Like, there's just so many different variations of the name.
That's fucking Bowblax, dude. That's Josh. That's Josh.
Bowblax has continued his downward spiral, and it's all his own doing. He's a hypocritical, spineless loser who deserves
But why was this relevant for this fucking video? I just don't know why we needed to remember this.
to be mocked. Primink is a commentary channel
Yo, Primink, let's go, dude! Primink is my favorite current YouTuber because all my other favorite YouTubers, like, are done terrible, horrifying things, I think. I don't know. Like, well, after the Carl Jobs lawsuit, dude. Primink, #1, okay?
known for his documentation of
Primink, there's a lot of pressure, buddy. Please don't disappoint me.
scummy online creators. Though one of these creators was incredibly pissed. Lily Jean, probably one of the
Yes, dude, we covered the Lily Jean shit.
strangest individuals I've ever heard of. She touts herself as a 24-year-old actress, model, writer, director, activist, and artist who has over 1 million followers on Instagram. However, once you look into her,
She's fake. She's a fake influencer.
you'll quickly notice how sketchy her online presence seems.
Tell me why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
Primink
Twitch is gonna give her a contract immediately.
decided to look into it, releasing his first video on February 13th, 2020. He first discusses how most of Lily's followers seem to be bots, based on how strange her growth is.
But just looking at her stats, she went from gaining 150,000 followers in 1 month, which then drops to 6k the next month, and then goes back up to 150k, which is a huge red flag because followers shouldn't fluctuate that much. I also found a time frame where she went from receiving 20,000 likes on her post to only receiving about 100 in like a week, which
She ran out of money. She literally ran out of money, yeah, holy fuck. Primink pops up like once or twice a year, puts out like a pretty decent video, and then bails. I think Primink had the best Slazo video back in 2019, faux show.
heavily implies she stopped buying likes at one point, and her engagement rate is below 1%, meaning only 10,000 of her followers are active on her account. I could go into the comment pods I saw, the cross-media deviation, etc.
Primink also discusses how Lily seemingly pretends to have
Primink has like excellent word enunciation. I think it like I think that's like a big part of why I enjoy the videos.
sponsorships in order to seem like a well-established name, and also photoshopped many of her posts. In one, she inserted herself into a Katy Perry photo from the Met Gala. In another, she photoshopped herself on the cover of Teen Vogue, despite that company not producing magazines anymore. I won't dive too deep into this rabbit
Didn't this chick and her mom go hard after him? Yeah, like crazy.
hole, so I recommend just watching Primink's full video. But based on the information gathered, Lily seems to be a struggling actress whose mother has certain connections in Hollywood. Instead of generating fame naturally, they seem to be fabricating it in the hopes that they one day obtain actual success. Lily and her mother did not like the fact that their scheme was being exposed, so they began hatching new schemes in order to combat this reasonable criticism. In 2021, Lily would release a documentary called Bullyish, where she describes those exposing her as gang stalkers, being unaware that the term refers to a belief system and not a legal term. This did not sway public opinion in the slightest, especially with how popular the videos critiquing her are. A few years later, in May 2024,
You can't sway public opinion if you don't have any actual fans. Like, unironically, fucking Dark Viper has accused me of being a Lily Jean with like an entirely fake audience that I'm talking to myself right now. Like that would legitimately be what it would have to like happen for that to be true.
Primink would upload another video detailing his experience of Lily. He noticed that his comment section on the original video was getting flooded by sketchy comments.
Guys, shut up! You're fucking it up, dude! The bots are malfunctioning. The bots are malfunctioning.
He discovered that these commenters would
Wake up, Nick. Wake up.
regularly comment on Lily's videos, so he theorized that they were bots as well.
On Lily's channel, Caitlin says, "This looks fun. I'm so bored with what's been coming out, so I love you wrote an original concept. Keep going." On my channel, she says, "Hope she comes for you, then buries you somewhere." Cat
Okay.
emoji. Moon Alien says to Lily, "Pretty girl here." Moon Alien says to me, "He's dead." Laughing emoji. "He was killed. Y'all so stupid. Do you breathe? Celebration?" Huh. Zareed says to Lily, "She looks so happy." Zareed says to me, "Why is your audience children? I went on your Discord server and people are saying they're 13 and some 24. This is very odd situation. I found this in my feed and annoyed I decided to comment. Take this down before people start looking into you." Pranza Art says to Lily, "Love you, Lily, and I'm happy for you." Pranza Art says to me, "God, if you make films, I hope she never acts in one of your pieces of crap." You do not have to worry about that, Pranza Art. I can assure you that one.
Absolutely batty.
A real professional would have.
Oh my god, do you remember she had a fake British accent that was terrible? It's like every fucking white girl after they saw Harry Potter.
Not written that. Delete yourself. Ew.
These comments are clearly coming from the same entity. They have a similar writing style, similar emojis, similar grammar mistakes. When they only seem to comment on Lily Jean and Primink videos. He then shows proof that Lily and her mom made numerous attempts to place false copyright strikes on his video. When one failed, the duo seemed to get more aggressive and unhinged. They went as far as to copyright various screenshots from the original video.
The next thing they did is that they took the photo that I used in my thumbnail and they went and got it registered for like an official copyright with the US government. They got like a fancy paper and like documents, and then they took those documents to YouTube and they're like, hey YouTube, we have this photo registered with the government. You need it.
We own this photo, dude. Susie Lou! Is Susie Lou in this video? Oh, is that too much of a deep cut? I don't think she's in here. That would be before this, right? Fine, brother. Yeah, no Susie Lou. Chud Logic versus DarkViperAU.
Take it down. And then YouTube was like, no, sorry, it's still fair use, el bozo. And their response to this rejection was crazy. The user has violated my rights and is using my copyrighted photo on their cover.
You want to jump to Dark Viper? I want to hear some Dark Viper. Oh, this is towards the end of the segment anyway. Actman versus Quantum TV is probably really cool. Vince Vintage was another one. Let's see Dark Viper. I'm interested.
14 page.
Uh-oh.
DarkViperAU, who we'll just call Matt, is a GTA speedrunner who has perhaps become just as well known for his many lengthy videos criticizing reaction content.
Dude, it's crazy because he announced like a 17-part series on Willie Mack's show, and then I think he just realized that it was like the most retarded idea. Like there's a vault of like hour-long Willie Mack show rants that never finished getting edited, and he never posted another one again. He like realized he's like a turbo loser and then gave in.
These videos came out around early 2022 when he wrote a document titled How the React Grift Works. While there are some good points here, much of what Matt is saying is hyperbolic, like the part where he compares a React streamer to a sexual assaulter. If you meet a reactor at a party, I suggest covering your glass, or outright tell them that you don't want them to fuck you, because they seem keen to take a person's silence for consent. Matt also does a poor job at explaining his arguments here, especially—
Don't say it's a poor job. He's literally defined his entire life off of this fucking document, dude. You cannot criticize it. It's not allowed.
With how he doesn't properly explain the difference between a good reaction channel that adds to content and one that just lazily does it. This turned many away from Matt, as he comes across as crazy.
It's 14 pages!
Oh fuck, this script is 14 pages long. By the way, Matt has since claimed that this response to Moist Critical is traumatic for him.
And his using a soundbite of one of the most traumatic, angry moments of my entire life for many, many years on his stream, perhaps 100 times, is a bit more than excessive and very sick.
Oh no.
By the way, this is another based moment for Ethan Klein. I think so he's saying that moment is, but it's Ethan Klein who played the clip, who's the most traumatic person, I guess.
Oh, Ethan used a soundbite of you. How triggering. Matt is just a massive pussy who doesn't like it when his ego is challenged. This can be best seen in the video.
Do you remember when like Dark Viper made like a total loser award competition like submission where he went and he posted every time in a short span of like a month or whatever where Ethan played the sound effect? He's like, this is Ethan harassing me. And it's just the whole crew laughing at 14 pages getting played on the soundboard. It was like an L posting competition and he posted himself. Yeah.
Am I jealous of Jack's film success?
This is the video. Yeah. Oh god, wait, nobody ever actually talks about the context to this. I'm so happy.
Here he discusses how he wishes Jack would go after creators like Asmongold or Hassan, but instead he went after Sniper Wolf, who he says makes way less lazy content.
I was less critical of using clips and making
Dude, he's so mad because he didn't pick Sniper Wolf, and it's like the most obvious example that you could have gone.
compilations of stuff, you know, the daily dose of internet and stuff. I still see that stuff as bad. Like what Sniper Wolf does is orders of magnitude more creative, or at least what the editors do, than what Asmongold does. I see what Asmongold does as—
It's like bad, like short video bad, long video. I'm sorry, long video bad, short video good. You could steal from 50 fucking content creators in one TikTok compilation, and that's orders of magnitude better than stealing from one person in a video. It's such brain rot material.
Far more gross, lacking in creativity than what Sniper Wolf does.
Sniper Wolf is
Why? Because they don't react to your short form. You don't make short form content. So you only care about the long form content. It's a personal. I don't know.
infinitely lazier than these React streamers, as she'd flat out just re-upload other people's TikToks without even her face in the corner of the screen. Matt attempts to link both Jack's content
Rob's Media is working on Mike from PA next. Yo, Rob's Media, bro. That's fucking sick.
and his, and makes it out like they have similar goals when that couldn't be more false. I think this comment sums up this video from Matt beautifully. You two don't really fight the same fight though. You want reactions to stop while Jack wants reactions to be better and credit the original creators. That's probably the biggest reason why you get hate and he doesn't. Now, Chud Logic would end up seeing this video in his recommendations and decided—
You know what's funny is I think I sent Chud this and he's like, oh man, this is gonna be funny. I'm going to watch this. I think that's how it happened.
to check it out on stream. It's dated
Meanwhile, it would go on to create like a legal threat to Chud.
November 9th, 2023. Now Chud has interacted with Matt before, since the latter has a tendency to write massive essays in people's DMs.
Based on what he said to me,
Oh god, I always posted this clip, but everyone would be like, dude, Dark Viper's totally rational.
at least, it seems like the only kind of content he thinks is applicable is like edited content. Any React content is not permissible, you know. Because I asked about like, what if someone's covering like breaking news and stuff like that? And he was like, oh well, if you're covering breaking news, that's the last thing you want to do. And I'm like, okay, sure, I understand where he's coming from, but like, you know, you're making it so that basically streamers can't do anything. Like, you know, they can't do any sort of coverage of anything.
This is not the clip I was expecting. I was expecting the one where he's talking like, yeah, I will debate you or whatever, and then he's like, okay, so send me a DM, and it's like, hey, would you like to come on stream or something? And it's like, hello, my name is DarkViper. My mods have reached out to me and told me that it...
Because they're
like we wrote like the giga paragraph in somebody's DMs.
inherently going to be reacting to a piece of content, and I just think that's like a totally insane position.
Now, throughout Chud's coverage
I am an unhinged maniac!
of this, he points out how asinine Matt's arguments are, especially of how he downplays Sniper Wolf's horrible content to make React streamers he has grudges with seem 10 times worse.
Like what Sniper Wolf does is orders of magnitude more creative, or at least what the editors do, than what Asmongold does.
He is just creating these distinctions where no distinction exists because he wants to shit on the streamers more. That's my interpretation of this. I don't see any other way of interpreting this. Because you can have criticism. I am a fucking honest maniac! That's right, motherfucker! Some of Asmongold's React stuff, and there's some good arguments against it and whatever. But like, Asmongold does say a lot of stuff when he's watching these videos. That doesn't mean legally he's justified, because I don't know if that is the case. But the idea that, like, Sniper Wolf is more creative, I don't know. Has he even watched the fucking Sniper Wolf video?
I got a question. Are you getting shit for this right now, Rob? Like, are his fans showing up to talk shit about how you're, like, defending racist, bigoted Chud Logic's fucking stolen content or something? I could totally see that being the case. Rob's Media, absolutely? Is that true? No way!
Yeah, this guy's lost in the sauce of the React shit. You know, it feels like he wants to own his take on the streamer stuff, so he's clasping onto that. Well, that's the thing that's, you know, I'm really bothered about, when all the criticisms of XQC or even Asmongold could apply, in some cases, more so to what Sniper Wolf is doing.
Now, throughout the rest of the reaction, Chud mocks Matt for his ego, and how he's essentially accomplished nothing when compared to Jack's films. It's hard-hitting critiques that get to the core of why Matt is so hated amongst many different online communities. Chud would soon upload this as a stream highlight on his main channel, with Matt trying to take it down 2 days later.
He didn't just strike the original. He didn't just strike the VOD. He struck the original. He tried to do as much damage to Chud's channel as he could.
DarkViperAU,
That's why it's to protect my copyright. Why would you strike the unlisted VOD to protect your copyright, bro? Come on.
Absolute pathetic specimen that he is, has tried to copyright strike my coverage of his video about React content. Sadly, YouTube has kicked it back and said they believe my content is protected by fair use. Later that day, Matt tried again.
Carl Jobs just uploaded, you're not gonna believe what it is. Is it relevant to this? Because then, I don't know, I might. Let me see. No, he didn't. I just got trolled. God damn it.
Update, I've just received a second email from YouTube. Dark Viper attempted to copyright strike both the stream of my coverage and
I'm
the
sorry, my YouTube just lied to me? What the fuck, dude?
edited video of my coverage. Fortunately, this has also been knocked back by YouTube. I also have confirmation that the email used is indeed his, as shown on this old post. This, alongside the clips of his hesitancy to answer questions about it, makes it really clear that it was absolutely him. Here's one of those clips.
Dark Viper, were you the one who filed a DMCA
Oh, who's that? How'd that get in there?
on Chud Logic's reaction to you? Just wanted to clarify if that was you and not an impersonator.
Nicholas, I know you're a historic star. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
It's very clear looking
I
at
need
this
to add that to my thing. Nick, I know you're a historic shitstar. That should be a donation sound.
form that Matt didn't file it correctly, which must have been a big reason why they didn't take him seriously. Chud would fire up a stream on the 13th, where he argues with random Dark Viper fans, while making his case for why his coverage is fair use. The crutch of Matt's argument here seems to be that his whole video is reacted to, despite the fact that Chud added a lot of content to it. The original video is 9 minutes long, while Chud's video is 30.
Dude, it's like his whole argument falls apart if you just get his raw VODs before he takes them down and then watch the same 9-minute shit fucking video surrounded by like another fucking 8 hours of shit content. It's such a cringe cop-out. It's my whole video. It's a fucking stream highlight from a bigger stream. So if I so if you, like, it's just so fucking stupid, dude.
5 minutes long. How much of a video you react to doesn't matter, as long as it's being transformed. Ethan and Elo's reaction to Bold Guy was legally deemed fair use in a court of law under the same arguments. Matt and his fans act like this is the same as XQC only adding 15 minutes of content to a 90-minute long documentary.
Just because you use the full work of someone else doesn't, and that's assuming it is considered the full work because it was a stream clip, it might not even be considered the full work, but if it was, even if you use someone's full work, there is a legal argument you can make as to why that would be okay under fair use, and there are other factors they look at as well, such as commentary, criticism.
Like if you upload a TikTok, right, that's a cut up piece of your stream, and I don't go back and find the full VOD, I use the TikTok for convenience, are you gonna DMCA my fucking YouTube channel because I used the full work of your TikTok to get your quote from your fucking 8-hour stream? There's gotta be something, some kind of loophole there, because that's fucking ridiculous.
And so on. So there's no way that you can conclusively say it would not fall under fair use.
I also just love how overprotective Matt is being over a video where he just rambles to the camera. Chud literally put in more effort than he did. Matt would eventually be successful in taking Chud's coverage down in March 2024, then releasing a 45-
Dude, in March 2024, the fucking email chain was so legendary when it dropped of this guy being fucking insane for months.
long upload to his main channel titled, How YouTube's Copyright Blunder Sparked a Hate Campaign Against Me. He refers to Chud's video as a full-blown re-upload and a watch party for his fans. He tries to make it seem like Chud knows what he's doing is wrong, misconstruing arguments about if his content is fair use. It hasn't been legally proven, but morally it can be.
If while watching my video, he had discovered the cure for cancer and whistled the solution out his ass, I still would have struck him, because, as I've made abundantly clear, I find reaction content grossly immoral and harmful to the ecosystem. This is something I have not kept secret. In fact, I've shouted from the rooftop.
You know what's grossly immoral and harmful to the ecosystem? Being a fucking copyright Nazi like this. And you're very harmful to the ecosystem, because I like this argument of like React streamers are huge pieces of shit on Twitch who regularly post content that they're not even interested in, who they have nothing to say about. I think the best one is Let Me Know, the Let Me Know videos where they're sitting there watching videos on the JFK assassination, and you got XQC looking like a fucking South Park Canadian character going like in the background while the fucking JFK. Like, what does XQC have to add to a JFK assassination video? Fucking nothing, dude. Absolutely 100% would criticize. I totally agree with you there. But unfortunately, you went and compared reactors to rape, so every time people talk about the React issue with people who don't actually do fair use reactions on a regular basis and steal fucking people's content all the fucking time, everyone just goes 14 pages and ignores the argument. You've completely ruined anybody's ability to have an actual discussion about this.
For half a decade, making any other conclusion as to my possible motivations bewilderingly stupid.
Dude, fucking Lex is in the chat, dude. Fucking Ford Pinto Lex is in the chat.
Well, I'll do just that. I think Matt hates reaction streamers so much that he's willing to do anything to deplatform them. This was his opportunity. He almost dehumanizes all of them without doing a proper job at differentiating them.
But anyone who knows of my work would understand that I view reactors as parasites that extract value from creators. Therefore, anything that impedes that extraction gives some benefit to someone, even if it isn't me.
My biggest problem with this video is that Matt rarely, if at all, mentions how much Chud added to the original video. He just banks off the argument that adding to one is not the same as being transformative.
To use a silly example, here's the turtle from Super Auto Pets. Now I'm gonna add a hat to it.
The fuck is Super Auto Pets?
It's still a turtle. The turtle hasn't been transformed. It is exactly as it was before. There's just a hat on it now. In the reaction, my content is still there, unchanged, in full.
Dude, the Reddit people, that went so crazy for his stupid Reddit audience. They were probably like, yo, no way!
It's like if you compared watching a movie by yourself or with a friend. Comparatively, absolutely, your friend can add something to that experience.
I'm thinking of like an Avengers movie theater scream session when the hat was on the turtle.
Enjoy yourself more. Your experience would be different, but the content of the movie would not change even slightly.
Now, what if the turtle was holding a swastika katana? I'm just curious. What would happen then?
It would never be transformed, regardless of how many times you pause the movie to shit talk it.
While the movie would still be played in full, the experience of watching it would be completely different. I don't think people watched Mystery Science Theater 3000 to see the movie. They want to watch the cast rip into it. And again, I have to ask, why would Matt be so protective over this boring ass stream clip? He clearly copyrighted this not because he cares about it, but because he wants to fuck over other creators. The same thing happened with Jake Doolittle late last year. The guy struck down archives of his videos not because
I thought he struck Jake Doolittle. I'm like, no way.
He cares about the sanctity of copyright, but because he wanted to hide some of his most embarrassing moments. Matt is doing it because he has grown a hate boner for react streamers, regardless of how good or bad their content is. Now since this video, Matt would begin going after Willie Max Show, someone who has criticized his history of unhinged behavior. Matt, like the schizo he is, responded to this low-tier drama of 4-hour-long snooze fests. For the sake of my own sanity, I won't be diving into that. Chud's videos are still down, most likely due to how legally threatening Matt is with the constant mentions of his lawyer.
Yeah, I don't think he ever filed a counter notification. But I mean, the thing is, he spent money on a lawyer to go submit the copyright claim on his behalf, and then spent money for months trying to get it overturned, right? Like the decision on YouTube to actually take the video down. So yeah, I mean, that guy's fucking crazy. I wouldn't file a counter notification against him. Alright guys, I think that we watched about half of this video. We jumped around. We saw the Chud Logic, the Bowblax, one of the H3 segments, and the Primink section. I'm probably gonna get out of here now. Rob's Media, everyone. Link the video down below. I'll grab it myself. Another fucking banger from Rob. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Whew, it's a 2-hour banger. Unless he has like a demonstrable fuck up with the research in a section I didn't see, in which case I would criticize, but I didn't know. I am the Pope, so I know all the good videos.